Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back on the first monthly theme Thursday of January. And this month's theme is 2023 horror. So I'm starting out by reviewing Five Nights at Freddy's. All throughout this month, Jason from Horrific Nightmares and I will be watching and reviewing 2023 horror movies on Thursdays. Both of us will have a different review on our channels every Thursday. So while there are 4 Thursdays in January, we will actually be reviewing 8 different movies between the two of us. With this being the first month of 2024, we thought it would be fitting to start with 2023 horror as our very first theme. We chose our 8 films and divided them between the two of us. As you can see, for this first monthly theme Thursday video, I'm reviewing Five Nights at Freddy's. I'll get straight to the point here. This was a pleasant surprise. Jason and I watched this together and we both loved it. I was expecting to enjoy it, but not nearly as much as I did. And I think Jason felt the same way. In fact, I know he did, because he said that. I know this did pretty well at the box office, despite having only a 5.5 rating on IMDb. From reviews I had seen, it seemed as if those familiar with the Five Nights at Freddy's games really loved this. But those unfamiliar with it were not fans. Despite that, I had very little experience with the games. I believe I played the first one maybe 5 or 6 years ago, just a couple of times. And I know Jason had never played them. Go figure. We both loved this movie anyway. This adaptation was in development for what seemed like forever. I remember when Willy's Wonderland came out, thinking, when will we ever get a Five Nights at Freddy's movie? The two are obviously very similar in concept, but differ in execution. I loved Willy's Wonderland too, but I love Five Nights at Freddy's even more. The movie stars Josh Hutcherson as a troubled 20-year-old with a dark past. Mike has custody of his little sister Abby. Despite being responsible for her, he can't seem to hold down a job. Soon, though, he finds himself in a desperate situation when his greedy aunt wants to challenge his custody status so that she can receive checks for guardianship of Abby. Mike has no choice but to accept a night shift security job at the abandoned Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. For those of you unaware, it's basically a variation of Chuck E. Cheese's. There's a play area, an arcade, and other games. It was basically birthday party heaven for kids. And on stage is Freddy and his animatronic friends. Freddy Fazbear's closed for a reason, though. Pretty soon, Mike will find out why. But not before the body count rises, as the animatronic animals go on a killing spree. There is much more to the story, but I don't want to spoil it. So I'll leave it at that. Five Nights at Freddy's is rated PG-13. But let me tell you something. This movie is super dark. And no, I don't mean the lighting. This is a disturbing film, especially for PG-13. I won't get into specifics as to why. You can check it out for yourself. The setting is awesome in the film. I love the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza location. It was cool seeing Josh Hutcherson as the lead in this. I hadn't seen him in anything in a while, but he used to star in everything as a kid. He really played the broken, troubled character so well. Piper Rubio, who played his younger sister Abby, also did a great job, and I love their dynamic. Elizabeth Lael plays the beautiful Vanessa, a local cop who befriends Mike. Mary Stuart Masterson plays the greedy Aunt Jane. And Matthew Lillard has a role as well as Mike's employment agent. Though not as graphic as one might hope, With this being a PG-13 movie, the kills are pretty cool, and despite being very disturbing, like I said, it makes sense that this film would be rated PG-13 because of the target audience. This movie is heartbreaking in a lot of ways, especially when it dives deeper and deeper into Mike's past. At the same time, it manages to be a lot of fun when it should be. There's a pretty awesome twist in this, and the big reveal is damn incredible. The film's ending also clearly sets up for the inevitable sequel. And honestly, I can't wait for that. One last thing before I wrap up, because I feel that this is worth repeating. Five Nights at Freddy's is super dark. If you pay attention to what's actually happening, there's a big revelation. A younger audience probably wouldn't get it, and they don't have to. There's enough for them to enjoy. But the more mature crowd will definitely see something that's dark. Five Nights at Freddy's was so good, and I'm so happy Jason and I decided to include this one. Please be sure to check out his video to see what he reviews for Monthly Theme Thursday, as we continue to cover 2023 horror. Have you seen Five Nights at Freddy's? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. And remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.